Day 5. Remove the soft edges. The middle mile. There is a moment every runner knows. It isn't the start. The start is easy. Adrenaline is high. The body feels light. It isn't the end. The finish line pulls you forward. The real fight begins in the middle mile. This is the point where the excitement is dead. The legs feel heavy, and the mind starts to whisper, "Nothing hurts badly enough to quit, but everything hurts enough to slow down." That specific thought, "just slow down a little," is where races are decided. And that is exactly where you are right now. Day 5. The diagnosis, the fade. Let's look at the timeline. Day 1 was ignition. Day 2 was shock. Day 3 was clarity. Day 4 was structure. Now the adrenaline is gone. You are still showing up. You are still following the plan. But if you look closely, the edge is fading. It happens subtly. You start your workout, but you take longer rest periods. You sit down to work, but you spend the first 5 minutes organizing instead of executing. You wake up, but you lay in bed for 30 seconds before feet hit the floor. You tell yourself, "I'm doing the work. It's fine." But it isn't fine. That isn't patience. That is softness. And this is where most men lose, not because they collapse, but because they relax too early. The real enemy, micro retreats. A soft edge is not a failure. It is a micro retreat. It looks like hitting snooze just once, checking your phone between sets because you're bored, stopping work at 4:55 instead of 5 calls because it's close enough. Individually, these moments seem harmless, but discipline is a muscle. If you do not use it under tension, it atrophies. Every time you choose the soft edge, you are training your brain to retreat when pressure increases. You are building a habit of good enough. And good enough is the death of great. The story, the dull blade. There is an old story of a fighter who was famous for surviving every battle. He was not aggressive. He was careful. He avoided unnecessary risk. He pulled back when things got uncomfortable. He only engaged when he knew he could win easily. Years passed. His blade, which had once been razor sharp, began to change. It didn't break. It didn't rust. It simply dulled. Not because it was damaged, but because it was never forced to cut through bone. One day, a war came that he could not avoid. The pressure was absolute. He drew his sword, swung with all his might, and the blade bounced off. It failed him. And in that moment he realized the lesson. What you do not sharpen deliberately will fail you eventually. That blade is you. You have been efficient, but you have stopped cutting. Day 5 is the whetstone. The mission, deliberate friction. Today, we reverse the fade. We are not going to add more work. We are going to add friction. You will choose one of the following friction points. Once chosen, it is law. Option 1, the cold end. The final 60 seconds of your shower must be pure cold. No flinching, no gasping. You stand still until the time is up. Option 2, the silent block. Your main work block happens in dead silence. No music, no white noise, just you and the work. Option 3, the zero option wake up. Alarm rings, feet on floor within 5 seconds, no lying there to wake up. Option 4, the 5 and finish. If you set a time to work, you work until that second. Even if the task is done, you sit there. You do not leave early. Choose one. This is your edge. The resistance, the internal lawyer. I can tell you exactly what will happen when you try this. You will stand under the shower handle and a voice will speak up. It will say, "It's just a shower. It doesn't prove anything. Let's skip it." This is the internal lawyer. He is the voice of your soft edges. He lies. He tries to convince you that cutting corners is actually optimization. Do not debate him. Recognize him. And then do the exact opposite of what he suggests. The shift, From can I to I stay. When you refuse to soften the edge, you stop asking questions. You start making statements. You stop asking, can I handle this? You assume, I stay. The water is cold. I stay. The work is boring. I stay. The pain is real. I stay. This is the shift from motivation to capacity. Capacity doesn't announce itself. It shows up quietly, after you stay when leaving would have been easier. The identity, efficient vs reliable. Look around you. Most men are efficient, but they are not reliable. Efficient men optimize for ease. Reliable men endure for results. Efficient men look good when the sun is shining. Reliable men perform when the storm hits. Today, you stopped optimizing for comfort. You started training reliability. And reliability is the most valuable currency on earth. The standard, professionalism. From this point forward, understand this clearly. You do not aim to feel sharp. You aim to remain sharp. That means finishing what you start, staying when relief is close, respecting time boundaries without emotion. This is not intensity. This is professionalism. Amateurs negotiate with their standards based on their mood. Professionals execute their standards regardless of the circumstance. Be the professional. The oath, locking the edge. Before this day ends, seal the edge. Stand still. No distractions. Say this aloud. I do not leave when it gets uncomfortable. Say it again. I do not leave when it gets uncomfortable. Let it settle. This is not hype. This is identity alignment. The final command. Today you chose one friction point. You either stayed or you didn't. There is no shame in knowing the truth, but there is no honor in lying about it. Tomorrow, day 6 arrives. Pressure will increase. Choice will decrease. The men who sharpened their edge today will be ready. The rest will notice what they avoided. Same hour, same place, same war. Stand ready.